Romantic Age, Poetry, Movement, Romanticism. Romanticism is a movement in literature in Europe. It came to England at the end of 18th century. It was a revolt against neoclassicism in England. William Blake and Robert Burns are the pioneers of Romantic movement. This movement was made more famous by William Wordsworth and S.T. Coleridge. They published Preface to the Lyrical Ballads in 1798. Broadly speaking, the year 1798 is considered the beginning of Romantic Age. Wordsworth, Coleridge and Southey are the senior poets, and Shelley, Keats and Byron are the junior poets. Asterisk the features of Romanticism. 1. Against rules of poetry. Neoclassicism was the age of rules. It ruled for 140 years on English literature. There was a need for change. So, the Romantic poets went against the strict rules in poetry. They avoided many rules. Wordsworth wrote subjective epics and ballads. 2. Nature. Nature is the center of Romantic poetry. The poets wrote about every aspect of nature. For Wordsworth, nature is a healing power, a moral guide, and the most powerful. Coleridge sees supernatural powers in nature. 3. Rural life. Neoclassical poets wrote about city life. But Romantic poets wrote about simple people living in villages. Their poems are full of shepherds, farmers and workers. 4. Variety in writing. Romantic poets wrote about nature and rural life. But they treated their subjects differently. So, the variety is found in their writing. 5. Lyrics and subjectivity. Lyric is a subjective form of poetry. Romantic poets were subjective in their writing. So, they wrote many lyrics. They also wrote subjective forms like sonnets, elegy, and ode. Wordsworth's Daffodils, Ode, Shelley's Ode to the West Wind, Ode to Skylark, Keats' Ode to Nightingale, etc. are examples of it. 6. Interest in Middle Ages. Romantic poets were attracted by Middle Ages. Coleridge and Keats wrote many poems set in Middle Ages. The features of Middle Ages are seen in their poetry. Coleridge's Kubla Khan and Ancient Mariner are its examples. In this way, Romanticism in English literature stands out notably in history. Their importance cannot be overlooked.